So this woman here killed her partner and then fed him to his own kids. Eh? Now her name is Catherine Knight from Tenterfield, Australia. She met John Price and moved in with him and his 2 kids in 1995 after a previous string of being involved in toxic relationships. Knight was the main culprit of this toxicity after going through a turbulent childhood. She wanted to marry John, but John declined. After this, Knight grew violent towards John. She framed him for stealing at his work and he was fired. He initially kicked Knight out of the house for this, but eventually let her move back in. She was very manipulative. In an argument in February 2000, Knight attempted to stab John in the chest. He told his co-workers he was worried for his safety, and if something ever happened to him, it would be Knight's doing. And he was right to be afraid, because what happens next is crazy. Now on February 29, 2000, John came home from work and went in by 11 p.m. After this, Knight came home from work, made dinner, showered, and then got a butcher knife and stabbed John 37 times in the bed. John tragically died from his injuries. Knight cut his body into pieces and cooked it alongside with potatoes, squash, cabbage, and gravy. She made a meal for herself but didn't eat it all, as the plate was found half full. Now John's co-workers called police when he didn't show up for work the next day. They conducted a welfare check to find Knight passed out from taking pills next to John's cut up body. She said she could not remember anything. John's head was on the stove in a pot. Police also found 2 meals set out on the table with place names. The names were John's children. She was eventually charged with murder and is the first woman in US history to receive a sentence of life without the possibility of parole. This is her now, and she will never be released. But till this day, she still maintains her innocence, that she doesn't know what happened. As atrocious as her crimes are, there are people with medical conditions that actually can't help themselves. Like, there are conditions out there that actually make people do these things. So you now ask yourself, do you blame it on them or on their condition? It's crazy. What do you think about the story? Answers in the comment section now. Like, follow, share for more.